Marley, firstly, how are you feeling ahead of tomorrow's game against Partick Thistle?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We know we need to put things right. Everybody's been training hard, everybody's focused on the game, ready to go.
And what has preparation kind of been like in the last week since last week's loss?
Just really hard training, what we've been doing, making sure everybody's not injured, making sure we're getting there.
Yeah. And individually, obviously you've had quite a good start to the season. Personally, you've started a lot of games. Is the next thing now for you trying to get on the score sheet and add to your tally?
Yeah, definitely. I think the first one's always the hardest. Just try to get that first goal. But obviously it's good for me to try and get that. But the main thing's the team, making sure that the team's doing as best as we can do, and make sure that I'm doing what I can do to make the team be as best as it possibly can.
And you mentioned it there. Is it something that you kind of is in the back of your mind throughout the game, or like if you were to have a chance, would you be trying actively not to think about it?
No, I don't think it's affects you in the game. I think it's you're when you're on the game, you don't really think about that stuff. You get a chance, you're trying to put it away and give the team the advantage, but. It's definitely something off the park. You're kind of hoping that it's going to come soon.
Exactly. And Lewis Smith obviously signed a contract last week. A quite similar player to yourself, a little bit older as well. What kind of things can you learn from Lewis?
Well, see, that's both you said, both similar kind of players. Just taking on board what he does in training, what he does in games. Try to get to his kind of stats, if you like to call it that, the goals and assists, that kind of thing.
And another player who's come back obviously last week was Scott Martin, a huge player for the club, a huge boost for the squad as well. How's it been having him back?
Brilliant. He's obviously a really good player on the park, but even off the park he gives you that kind of lift of spirit almost. He's a really good player to have in training. He kind of lifts every day. He's really funny, that kind of side of it, but obviously you saw when he came on for the sort of cameo, 20-30 minutes, he was brilliant, so it's good to have him back.
And you kind of mentioned what his personality's like in and around the dressing room. I know him and Ronan Hughes are quite a wee double act. Is that good in the dressing room, or is it annoying to live with?
No, definitely, it's good. Always good to have players like that and about the dressing room, kind of just to lift the team up if we are, going through a wee bad spell. So, yeah, it's really good.
Going back to the dressing room, are you still in the youth dressing room, or are you making your way into the first team one yet?
Well, because of COVID now, we're kind of split up, so I'm still in the kind of boys similar to my age.
Will that be a matter of time, you reckon, until we'll be in that first team dressing room?
Hopefully we can get back to normal soon and get the kind of one dressing room, but just need to wait and see.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Marley.
Cheers, thank you.